greenhouse gases.
Yes. Yeah. We have more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere every year. We're approaching unsustainable levels. We have more deadly storms and fires and heat. Pretty soon we won't be able to even breathe.
Well, I remember that I created 6 trillion trees that drink carbon dioxide, so what seems to be the problem?
Well, we don't have 6 trillion trees anymore. We just have 3 trillion.
You mean to say that you lost 3 trillion trees? How did you do that? Is that because of this coal industry that I've heard about?
Well, actually, the coal industry hasn't cost us that many trees. Sometimes we dig up a mountain. It doesn't look very nice, and we lose some trees, but not much. So our tree loss is not because of the coal industry.
Well, is it because of the oil industry? Is that what's causing all the tree loss?
No, the oil industry doesn't cost us that many trees. Sometimes we have oil spills. We had a terrible oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico about 12 years ago, with many millions of barrels of oil pouring into the water.
It comes out in barrels?
It comes out. No, that's how we like to think of it.
Well, that must have been very, very bad for the fishes. I remember that I created a whole lot of fish.
No, actually, it was good for the fish. When we had the big oil spill, a lot of the fish came back.
That's odd. I remember that when I created the fish, they didn't drink oil. Why did you wind up with more fishes than you spilled oil into the Gulf?
You see, when the oil spill happened, we humans stopped fishing, and so that brought back the fish. When it brought back the fish may not like oil, but they like oil a lot better than us.
Wait a minute. Hold on there, buddy. I remember that I created you to live in the forest. I created you as land animals, cousins to the apes and the chimps and the gorillas. Do chimps and gorillas eat fish?
No, of course not.
Well, so why do you people eat fish?
Well, it's part of our culture.
Culture? I don't remember creating any culture.
You didn't, darling, we did.
What's the purpose of culture?
The purpose of culture is that when we do things that are wrong, we can be proud of it.
Oh, what kind of things do people do because of culture that you're so proud of?
Oh, cultures have given us slavery, caste systems, racism, female genital mutilation, bullfighting, cockfighting, fishing, and raising animals to kill them. All well as some nice, cute things. Irish folk dancing.
Oh, so because of your culture you would eat fish? What has this done to the oceans?
Oh, we have destroyed all the oceans because we eat the fish.
All the oceans?
That's about 70, that's about...
About 3% of our food.
So, you destroyed all the oceans to just get 3% of your food? How many fish do you have to kill every year for that?
Oh, trillions of them. We kill a lot more than we eat because that's how nets work. The nets also kill dolphins and whales, which aren't technically fish. And we kill and eat lobsters and crabs, which also are not fish. Anything in the ocean is fair game. We feed a lot of the fish to the cows. Cows eat more fish than we do.
I don't remember creating any cows.
Right. You created oxen, but we kind of fattened them up and softened them up and turned them into cows to make them tasty.
Oh my God. So how many cows do you have now? Do you have hundreds of these cows?
We have about 1.5 billion cows. Eating them is part of the culture.
Oh my God, 1.5 billion? So how much of the Earth's land do cows take up anyway?
We've turned over about 37% of the Earth's land to the cows, and then another 6% of we use to grow grain to feed the cows.
Uh-huh. So that's 43% of the Earth's land that you're using to grow cows?
That's right. They weigh about 1,600 pounds each, so they have to eat a lot of grass on top of the fish and the chicken manure and whatever else we can feed them.
You feed chicken poop to the cows?
It's called recycling.
Oh my God, so 43% of the beautiful land on Earth is for the cows. Is that what happened to the 3 trillion trees?
Right. We had to chop down the 3 trillion trees and burn all the vegetation when we gave 43% of the Earth's land to the cows.
So, I guess you must get most of your food from all those cows you eat and all those other animals you eat.
No, just 12%.
You're telling me you're destroying the planet I created in order to get only 12% of your food?
Plus some very nice leather couches.
Oh, and you're doing this all because of this culture thing.
Yes, and we do it because, you know, it's our culture.
Have you considered getting rid of this culture?
Can't. The tourist industry depends on it. Every culture is a little bit different. People find that very charming, but most of them eat cows.
I remember that I created you people to get hungry when you look at an apple. Do you get hungry when you look at a cow?
Of course not. Nobody gets hungry when they look at a cow.
Well, isn't that a clue?
Respectfully, you didn't create us to be a subtle species.
It's a little astonishing that you would turn over 43% of the land just to grow these cows that you eat.
We don't only eat them, we also drink them.
You've got to be kidding me! Baby humans drinking the milk from a cow?
No, not just the babies, adults too.
Oh, come on, you're pulling my leg.
I'm dead serious.
Oh my goodness, do you people have schools, any education at all?
Yes, we do. And the textbooks in those schools are proud part of our culture.
Oh, there we go again. And so I'll bet the textbooks encourage you to eat these cows and drink their milk.
We're catching up quickly.
But doesn't that make you people fat and sick to eat 1,600-pound animals and drink their lactation?
And you don't know the half of it. We spend all the money we make on the doctors, and we fight about who should pay for it. There are some very big industries profiting from treating these diseases caused by the eating of the animals.
Ah, so why on earth do you keep on doing this?
I told you already. Culture, right.
I was under the impression that when I checked in the last time that you were growing some really big brains.
Yes, big enough to create culture, quite big enough to figure out what's wrong with it. So we're kind of stuck in between.
Yep, and now the Earth's heating all up.
Yep.
And you like to tell each other it's because of burning fossil fuels instead of the truth, that it's because of what you've done to the oceans and to the land.
Yep, because the fossil fuel industry isn't.
In part of your culture.
Right. Nobody really celebrates gas stations, but food.
That's part of your culture.
Right. Can't question that.
Can't cultures change?
Well,
Do you still have slavery?
no.
Well, how about caste systems? Racism? Female genital mutilation?
Not really.
Then let's change your food culture, and soon.
How much time do we have?
2026. I can't stay long because I got other worlds to check in on. Let's get it done by 2026.